Hello. My ethnicity is Hmong, and in my culture, we believe in ghosts and spirits. We're told things like not to whistle at nighttime or else a ghost would follow you home. If an object fell in the other room, we do not investigate that. That's some white people shit. That's how you die. It wasn't the wind. Do you see an open window here? No, I don't. Instead, we'd be blessing the whole house. One of my biggest fears to this day is seeing my little nephew talking to something in the corner that isn't there. Hey little buddy, who you talking to? Do you guys believe in ghosts or have any ghost stories? Let me know down below. The strangest thing about my culture is that sleep paralysis is very common within my people. Sleep paralysis in the Hmong community is what influenced Wes Craven to create Nightmare on Elm Street. In case you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's a feeling of being conscious but unable to move. It occurs when people passes between stages of wakefulness and sleep. Some people may also feel pressure or a sense of choking, and usually sees a sleep paralysis demon. The Hmong people don't call it sleep paralysis though. In my culture, we call it macho, which translates to being sat on. We call it this because usually we will see what we presume to be a ghost who's choking us and trying to unalive us. I must say, sleep paralysis is a very scary experience. It's happened to me twice. The first time I experienced this was in my senior year of high school. It was the middle of the night when I could see my whole room. My eyes were still closed, but it was like I could see right through my eyelids. I noticed right away I couldn't move any of my body parts. It was like gravity was times 100. I was wide awake though, so strangely enough, I thought to myself, this must be that sleep paralysis thing I heard about. Then all of a sudden, fear consumed my whole body as I felt a presence coming from my closet at the foot of my bed. My adrenaline was off the roof. My heart was racing and I didn't know why. I was having a panic attack. I was trying so hard to just sit up and get out of bed and defend myself or anything, but my limbs just wouldn't move. I was stuck in a real-life genjutsu. I was unable to see this entity. I then felt it tugging at my blankets like it was climbing at the foot of my bed. I slowly felt the weight of its footstep walking around the side of my body, up to my head and around to my other side. I was panicking. I was trying to scream, but nothing was coming out of my mouth. I thought I was gonna die. My sleep paralysis demon finally stood over me, and I finally saw what it looked like. It was this giant humanoid fly. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound that intimidating, but at the time, I was so scared. It didn't say anything or do anything. It just stared at me into my soul. I thought I was dead for sure. And then I decided to put all my energy into just moving one limb, the tiniest limb, my finger. And after focusing all my strength and energy, I was able to twitch my pointer finger and I woke up. I was covered in sweat and my heart was still racing. I was too scared to go back to sleep, but I was also too scared to check my room in case, it was still around. So I just tucked in all the corners of my blankets to protect myself, as one do, and stayed awake the rest of the night. I really can't explain why I was so scared. It really doesn't make sense to me to this day why, that was the reaction of my body. I guess that's why they call it sleep paralysis. The second time it happened was 3 years later, and we have moved to a different house, so it was a different room. This was also a battle for my life. Does life insurance cover sleep paralysis? I was taking a nap upside down on my bed facing the door. The door was wide open, so our family dog, Champ, came in and slept right next to me. I'm quite unsure how long I was taking a nap, but all of a sudden, the same thing happened. I saw my whole room, but my eyes were still closed. Right away, I noticed I was unable to move, and I knew right away I was having sleep paralysis. So I started screaming for my brother's help because they were home. I was trying so hard to scream that a noise actually came out of my body, but it was like, But that was all I was managed to do. Then at my door appeared a giant man in a black hood. He walked into my room and he stood right next to me. He didn't say anything, but he seemed like he was contemplating what to do with my lifeless body. I thought to myself, hey, last time I was able to move one limb to wake up, so this time I decided to try to move one of my toes. I managed to move my big toe, but it didn't wake me up. Luckily, Champ was laying next to me and it woke him up, and when it woke him up, he woke me up.
Oh, such a good boy. You saved my life.
Yeah, so my dog saved my life that day.
No thanks to my brothers.
And that's my 2 experiences with sleep paralysis. Have any of you guys ever had sleep paralysis? Let me know. I really do enjoy chatting with you guys in the comments and hearing your stories. I try really hard to reply to everyone. It's actually quite entertaining for me. Also, if you guys are seeing this on my TikTok, please go subscribe to me on YouTube. My YouTube is Rosepunch. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, y'all can go follow me on TikTok. It's Rosepunchy. That is all. Goodbye.